Namaste everyone, this is M. Srinivasu, English faculty. At first, I heartily welcome you all to the last interactive session from class 10 English Unit 1 BED with the title called Every Success Story is Also a Story of Great Failures. At first, I would like to read before we conclude this interaction. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battle doesn't always go to the stronger and faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Now look at the first one. If you think you are outclassed, you are. It is completely our self-consciousness. How are you giving feedback to your own self? Many of the psychologists, they always give feedback to the customers, feedback to the audience whenever they are giving lecture or any motivational speech. They say, feel that you are stronger. So they must say, I am stronger, I can, I achieve. So this is nothing but called giving self-esteem. They are giving self-positive ideas. So automatically our subconscious mind, even unconscious mind also takes them into, and then they will exhibit in the reality. So that is what it is. So there are many creatures on the earth. If you can just think, among all, you are outclassed. There will be ordinary persons, maybe extraordinary persons. You are among extraordinary persons, even special. So if you can think like that, definitely you are the person with outclassed capabilities. You may become. Next, you see, you have got to think high to rise. This is what he said. Even APJ Abdul Kalam also says the same thing. Dream and dream and dream. Dreams changes into thoughts. Thoughts changes into actions. Actions will make you get success in your life. Unless you see the success, unless you dream high, you cannot achieve anything. There is a famous quote given by Charlie Chaplin. He is a Hollywood comedian in olden times when there was no voice. And he say, if you cannot see, if you cannot look up, you cannot see the rainbow. So that means the beautiful colors that you ever seen on the sky, that is generally making the sky very beautiful, you will miss it if you don't look it up. So that means that tells about always you must think high, always you must give your feedback to your conscious that you are special and want to fulfill some purpose on earth. Now, you have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. So that means you must make yourself categorize. Which category you are belong to? You are belong to a winning category or you are belong to a victim category. You check out yourself and you boost up yourself. There is no other person. You see, I would like to tell you personally, my dear students, every person is busy on their own personal works. Nobody will allot their own time to you to boost you up, to motivate you, to inspire you, or give a lot of air to make you a great, Superman like. Never. Everybody have their own work. They themselves are doing their own aim. So you have to do yourself. It is your own responsibility. Similar way, you are supposed to believe yourself. You are born with the unique capacities and calibers that you can do anything and achieve anything on earth. So, if you can think like that, if you can boost up yourself, and definitely you are the person who is going to win the prize of success, prize of credentials, prize of name and fame. So, that is this. So, you believe yourself positively. I would like to just narrate you a small thing, unless it will be not fulfilled. Once there was a man, he is very much interested to have a pet in his house. So he has gone to the market and then he selected one pet dog and brought him. So the first day when he took his dog for a walk morning, and he identified that it is very energized. And he wanted to make his dog get exercise. So he had one ball in his hand. He threw the ball and the dog will fetch back again to him. and he threw the ball, and again the dog would fetch to him. And then, feeling so, he thought of trying something, and he threw the ball over the water in the lake. So immediately what the dog did? It ran on the waters, not swimming, on the waters, and brought back the ball and gave it to his man. He was surprised, and again he threw it to test it whether his eyes are making miracle or not. Maybe again the dog ran on the water and brought back the ball. So he was now sure and confirmed. And again he wanted to check third time, and he threw it, and the dog brought the ball back again. So immediately he went to the neighbor, and then he asked him to see that his dog has a special quality. So after a while, after he got dressed up, he came, and then they both were there at the same place where earlier the dog and the man was playing, and there he asked the neighbor to watch. So this time he threw the ball on the waters at the lake, and the dog ran on the water and brought back. And this man asked the neighbor, "Have you seen any difference?" He said, "What? No difference." So again he threw the ball, and then the dog brought the ball walking over the waters. And again he asked the neighbor, "Did you see any difference?" He said, "No." And the third time he wanted to exhibit again. And then he asked them, "Do you see any difference?" Then the man, the neighbor, replied, "Yes, I identified. Your dog has no swimming ability, it doesn't swim. That's what." So people think in the way that they are convinced with, and they would not actually in a convincing mood that they will appreciate the abilities of others. So here I would like to mention a very clear point is, nobody will have a time to appreciate your capacities, calibers, my dear. You have your own potentialities. You believe in your own self and bring up those abilities in you. That's all. So never expect any 1 second will come and give you any kind of an encouragement. Coming to the last section. Life's battle doesn't always go to the stronger and faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So it is something like that we always observe. For example, even in the sports also, we believe that persons who are there looking stronger, looking faster in their field activities, they definitely win at the end of. No. Because I would like to remind you a story, but I am not giving you a story. The story of hare and tortoise. Here the slower one, tortoise, won the race. But here the point is, it is not that mean whenever we compare with hare to the tortoise, hare is faster and even hare is elegant in moving. Even agility also is more. But the tortoise is not that. But what is the difference between these two? Is tortoise from the beginning is believed that he can do it. So what these 4 lines tells us? It is you believe, never believe that opponent is stronger, opponent is faster, so that he is always winning. Never. But it is only the man, whoever thinks in his mind that he can do it, that the person only will make the things done. So it is completely any kind of an achievement that comes out to the earth or from any kind of a person. What it is cleared by Shivakera, I am not giving any statement, it is cleared by the Shivakera saying that a person who is believing in his own self, that he can think that he can, that person only will win and get the laurels. If you are not believing that you can, then you are not at all able to do that. So always believe that I can. That's all. I can do it. No compromise. Whatever the task it might be. Nothing beyond human mind that is existing on earth. Believe in that, and we'll meet in the next session, my dear students. This is like C reading, possibly. Otherwise, I ask you to read out the dialogues from the second unit more thoroughly, taking every character. We'll be soon meeting with the second unit. So you get ready with those. Thank you very much, children. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.